You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Angel Reese. We've got a couple of different things. One leading into the season, one leading into Saturday's opening day game involving the Indiana Fever, and a statement that Stephanie White has now made in regards to Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso for the game. I've said I initially thought the Chicago Sky were going to be terrible. But there's things I've seen that I like, frankly. I think Tyler Marsh, I think he's going to be a better coach. I think they're going to look more fluid on offense. I think I've done a couple of different videos on Angel Reese's new modified role in the offense that we found out she's going to have. They're going to play her more away from the basket. I also said it's going to be very interesting to watch Chicago Sky fans feuding with Angel Reese fans, because I think this team's going to get better. I think Angel Reese is going to look better in certain ways, because if they keep her away from the missed layups, there's a chance her field goal percentage will actually go up and she will become more efficient. All the things she should want to do and needs to do to be a good basketball player. But when you start having a lack of shots or a lack of missed shots, the offensive rebounds go down. All right. So ESPN, one of their analysts, has came right out, and it's hilarious to see ESPN try to cover themselves, try to insulate themselves, because they know they're going to get backlash from this statement. All right. It's a sound statement until the very end of it. All right. It's a sound statement till we get to the very end of it. Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese is expected to remain a double-double machine in 2025. No, she isn't. That's not going to happen. If she is used in this offense in the manner that Tyler Marsh wants her to be used, those rebounding numbers will drop. All right? The offensive rebounds are going to go down. However, it doesn't mean all of her stats will increase. In fact, a recent prediction from ESPN sees Reese's production in one area decreasing as a result of the changes the Sky made during the offseason. During her rookie year in 2024, the WNBA All-Star averaged 13.6 points and 13.1 rebounds per game. Her dominance on the glass was particularly highlighted by her 5.1 offensive boards, which allowed the Sky to get more second-chance scoring opportunities. You don't want her shooting 39%. All right, so this is going to look different. Nonetheless, ESPN reporter Kevin Pelton predicted the Sky's offense to improve and to become more efficient with the presence of WNBA veterans such as Courtney Vandersloot, Ariel Atkins, Kia Nurse, and Rebecca Allen. It could also mean fewer offensive rebounding chances for Reese. Quote, about the only downside for Reese is that an improved Sky offense could mean fewer rebound opportunities after she joined Yolanda Griffith as just the second player in league history to average at least 5 offensive rebounds per game last season. Now, what's wild is, it's the fantasy projection. It's not the reporter, so I got to give him credit. I was going to crush him over still claiming her rebounding numbers are going to go up. For what it's worth, ESPN's fantasy projection for Angel Reese predicts her to still improve her overall rebounding numbers to 13.2. That said, it's possible the 23-year-old defensive rebounding numbers will increase. They might, but her rebounds are going to drop during the season. All right? And you're not going to, you got to think about it. She could average 13 or 14 or 15 and 8. And I think there's going to be some anger out there because those double-doubles, that flashy double-double situation that she was rocking last year and getting so much attention for is going to go away. All right, there's not going to be as many double-doubles. We're not going to see a double-double streak. And for real basketball fans, you're going to understand that's a good thing. Okay, that means that there's been offensive efficiency from the team and from her, hopefully. And I think there's a reason he wants to get her away from the basket. I believe that. But boy, I think this coach is going to take some heat. I do. So, here we go, right here. Chicago Sky, Fever, both franchises hired new coaches at the end of 2024. The Sky bringing in Tyler Marsh on the board, and Fever bringing Stephanie White back to their team. When speaking with the media on May 14th, White got honest about concerns regarding the Sky. Quote, "How are we going to keep those bigs off the board? That's what's going to be going through my mind," White said with a laugh when asked what will be on her mind when Saturday's game takes place, per YouTube video from Scott Agnes. Scott Agnes, good follow. While White didn't mention Reese specifically, no, that's even more interesting. Look at this headline. Admits Angel Reese related worry. Then we go down here. While she didn't mention Reese specifically, the fact that she led the league in rebounds per game as a rookie last season makes it obvious, along with fellow second-year player Camila Cardoso, is a focal point of White's concern. It should be noted, by the way, Camila out-rebounded Angel Reese in the preseason. I said she's the star of the team. She's the superstar of the team. She's big. She's dominant. I think she could be a much more dominant force than we ever saw Brittany Griner be. All right, and for all the things we can say about Brittany Griner, you can go back and look at her numbers. I mean, there was a time when she was a freaking machine out there, right? And they won titles. So, Cardoso, veteran point guard, Vandersloot, Kia Nurse. I like that addition. It's going to be interesting. It is. But I can't wait. And remember, you heard it here. For the backlash that's going to come when Angel Reese's numbers don't look as good. All right? When certain parts of her game looks better, but that key rebounding statistic drops, and you're seeing a lot more of like 15, 7, and 3 every night. Pretty good line. That's a pretty good line. But her fans are going to be like, oh, hell no. Where's her 10 She's not getting the rebounding. This coach doesn't know what he's doing. Blah, 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 blah. That's coming. It's also going to let us know who knows ball real fast. I saw some infighting amongst the Reese stands and the Chicago Sky fans last year. It's really going to kick off this year. Seriously. Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.